This is gonna sound nuts, but I've never heard anyone say it on the internet, so I'm gonna say it. I firmly believe that for a relationship to work, your man has to be a little bit scared of you. Like, I need my man to see the slightest glimpse of the devil when he looks at me, because I'm fucking crazy. And for the record, we do live in a patriarchal society where the rules were created for men, by men, and will always bend for men. So I feel like the least you can do is keep your man on his toes. Scare him a little.
The reason why he's not acting right and you keep seeing him do the same dumb things over and over is because you never applied appropriate consequences for the original behavior. It's simple psychology. There was never any perceived risk. You let that man climb right back in the bed with you after he lied and cheated. You keep taking him back. You keep giving him multiple chances. You keep running to your phone, answering his texts and calls right away when he has ghosted you for days. Don't answer. It's called appropriate consequences. It's kind of like a teacher. If you were going to take a final exam and the teacher was like, class, don't worry. If you fail the exam, you'll be able to take it over again. Wouldn't you feel less pressure to study? Wouldn't you feel less pressure to do well the first time? That is exactly what happens when you don't apply appropriate consequences with men. They don't care about doing well. They don't care about messing up because you're going to let them take the exam over and over and over. Men do not learn without consequences. Okay, so girl, get it together.
I received a lot of feedback on Facebook saying that I had won at life because I have a husband and we have 4 kids together. But all my kids are by the same guy. I just want to let you guys know that I would have played that game until I got it right. I am not one of those women that would have set up and just for the sake of saying that I have the same baby daddy, let a man play in my face. Don't never let no man play in your face just for the sake of having the same baby daddy. Y'all be so worried about looking like a hoe. Sometimes hoes win. Play the game until you win. Get a different baby daddy. Get a different husband. Get a different man. Get a new one. Everybody replaceable. Y'all talking about you won. How y'all know I won for real? How you know? I did win. But if he would have turned out to be a crackhead, best believe I would have hit the road, Jack. Would have left him and them kids high and dry. What you talking about? What? Don't be scared to get no new baby daddy. Don't be scared to get no new man. Don't be scared to get no new girl. Play the game until you win, okay? Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Honestly, just because you have kids by the same guy or sperm donor doesn't mean much in my opinion. Because if it's such a big deal for you to have children by the same father, don't have any more children. No, like, really, that's not your only option. You can also not have any more children. And I also said in my one of my last videos, which one was it? Anyways, I stated that our husband does not entitle a man to children. I think it was on Cautionary Tale of the Broken Home Culture. Yeah, I think it was on that one. The title of husband doesn't entitle a man to children. It's not automatic, especially if both parties agreed they won't have children before the marriage. If he changes his mind moving forward, that sounds like a personal problem for him. Because it's your body, babes. Which the tax he wants you to embark on is very risky and life-threatening. Say the pregnancy and labor are fairly decent and not too traumatizing. You still have postpartum to deal with, body dysmorphia to deal with, as well as acceptance of your new body, child caretaking to deal with, midnight breastfeeding and all that. Some women suffer postpartum depression too. There's too much at stake for you to just do it willy-nilly or just because he said he wants a child. How about you? What do you want? Have you thought of that? Again, where is the bar? In Sub-Zero. Because, I'm sorry, that's what she said actually shocked me. People on Facebook were talking about, oh, she won because she has children by the same man. Also, you can decide to not have any more children and keep living your life, babes. Especially with the state of the climate right now. Yeah, nobody's going to fault you for, like, babes, please. That's why I said we need to learn to honor our self-preservation instincts and start thinking for ourselves. Because what do you mean by you have kids by the same man, therefore you won? That don't mean shit. Damn. This is the low self-esteem I was talking about, because you mustn't be out here having a child for every man you are dealing with. A child is not a souvenir you take or you have to remember a relationship by. Okay, stop giving that child a job before they've even had the chance to exist. How about taking jewelry, assets, investment, stocks, bond as a souvenir to remember that relationship instead, and to have a way more lasting positive effect on your life than a child? Because a child is a lifetime commitment. If you're not ready for that commitment, don't even start it. Don't do it. It's not gonna be funny. You cannot wing it. You have to be intentional about it. Also, in my opinion, a child is a covenant between bloodlines. It's a mixing of bloodlines. I think that's my personal philosophy. Guys, I forgot my intro. Hey y'all, it's your host, the Empress Hey Chair. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want more of this. Turn on your post notification bell where you do subscribe. Comment your thoughts on this if you have any, and see y'all on the back end for more commentary.
Go back to him. No, seriously, go back to him. Go back to him 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, until his behavior is so consistently negative that you realize for yourself he's a waste of your time. That you realize for yourself he is not the one for you. Keep going back until you want to stay away. Because here's the thing, your friends can tell you he's a piece of shit, your parents can tell you he's a piece of shit, but until you realize that for yourself, until you think that, this cycle's gonna continue. You're never gonna leave. So it might be shitty advice, but I say go back to him. You're not gonna be able to move on with your life until you have exhausted that relationship, until you are done. People can tell you all they want, go move on, you deserve better, but if you don't believe that, if you still believe that you deserve the way he's treating you, then go back until you screw your noggin on straight. The only person that can make the decision to truly be done is you.
But what's not talked about enough is that baby mama who learned her lesson, got her baby and got gone. That baby mama is not talked about enough. Because there are baby mamas out there. When they seen the relationship wasn't going to work out, or whatever the situation was, they knew their worth, they got their baby, they got gone. They're not worried about what their baby daddy is doing, who he is dating. They're not even worried about the baby daddy being a part of the child's life. If he does, that's great. If he doesn't, they're still going to handle their business regardless. They learned their lesson and they got gone. That baby mama's not talked about enough. Let me tell you something. Don't ever feel bad that you had a child by a man that did you wrong, or a man that he's not a good daddy. He's not active in the child's life, or a man that's no good. Don't you ever feel bad that you got pregnant. That baby is a blessing regardless. Get your baby and get gone. You do what you got to do and you handle your business. You should be proud of yourself if you got your baby and got gone. There are so many people out here sticking around tolerating all kind of mess, tolerating all kind of toxicity, tolerating just to maintain a family. A healthy family dynamic is beautiful. A healthy co-parentingship is beautiful. And you can have that too. But nothing and no one is worth your peace of mind, your self-worth, and your respect. You deserve love and happiness. You deserve commitment. You deserve a healthy relationship with the person that you had a baby with. And if you don't have that, get your baby. Handle your business. But most importantly, get gone. You are not damaged goods. Do you hear me? Get your baby. Get your respect. Get your self-worth. Get your peace of mind and get gone.
Oh, he played you. Okay, sure, whatever. But did you have his kid? No? If the answer is no, he didn't get you, never liked him, you never talked, it can fade into the abyss. You feel me? There's no proof. There's literally no proof. And show me a picture. You seen that new AI thing? It's fake. It was fake. Y'all never were together. It's so, like, y'all, it never happened. Now, if you had his kid and someone tries to pull a DNA test, those are fake too, okay? At the end of the day, if they think they got receipts, hire a hacker, delete it off people's phones, you'll be fine. There's no proof. You can get all proof deleted. But if you don't have his kid, never happened. Never happened. It never happened.
Last night, this girl at my job was like, "Can I use your coat?" And she was being sweet about it. She was like, "Oh, I just want to use your coat for a big reveal when I go on stage." First of all, this is my competition. Okay, you think I'm going to assist you in beating me? Absolutely not. Okay, now some women would have folded. They would have been like, oh, I don't want to look mean. Oh, I want to be nice, so I'm going to tell her she can use my coat. Girl, heck no, not me. I said, I cannot risk getting my coat dirty. Can't do it, I'm sorry. And she went on about her day. But she gave me a brilliant idea. She said she was going to use my coat for a big reveal. I wasn't even using my coat for a big reveal. I was like, damn, she's smart as hell. She gave me an idea. But here's the thing, ladies. I put myself first. Okay? Now, how did that benefit me? First of all, I didn't have nobody else's stinky armpits and sweat, because we're dancers, in my cashmere coat. Okay, if I would have been being nice, okay, I would have got my coat back and it would have might smelled funny. It might have smelled a little foreign. You understand? Not only that, but after she did the big reveal, who knows what she would have did? Would have threw it on the floor? Threw it in the dust? Now I got a dusty coat and I'm sitting here, man, beating myself up because I didn't put myself first. When I knew that I wasn't comfortable letting somebody else wear my coat, my full-length cashmere coat. On top of that, she gave me an idea to do a big reveal, and now I got content from that idea that's going viral because I put myself first and said, no, I'm not comfortable with letting somebody use my stuff. Set your boundaries, maintain your boundaries, be you no matter what it feels like. Just because you feel like somebody wants your stuff does not mean they have access to it. Okay, you always have control over your life.
Take away from today's video. For the ladies pressed about their children having the same father, as this is a very valid concern because society judges women that have different baby fathers for, their children. Babes, you can decide that if that's something that it's important to you or you're not comfortable with, to not have any more children. Yes, that is also an option. Okay, the women winning in life are women that live their lives according to them. And this can look different for everybody or every woman depending on your desires in life. Let me use the most dicey situation, a married woman that wants children, because this position can normally entraps a lot of women. A woman like this, to make sure that she's protected and she keeps herself safe, as well as ability to live at any point. She doesn't have more than the number of children that she can handle. Let's say she wants 2 children, or she believes that she can handle only 2 children. It doesn't matter how much her husband grovels or cries or begs or pleads or whatever to have more children. She's sticking to the 2 that she can handle. Having a life that you are contented with is way more important than playing into society's standards or fallacies. You shouldn't try to maintain a family with a toxic partner because of what people will say. This is a real thing, and depending on what part of the world you reside in, it will determine how prevalent this is. Now, let's address boundaries. Boundaries are like a muscle we exercise the more we apply it. And it's not always easy. Just because something is right doesn't make it easy. And it doesn't always feel good either. Especially when your normal is people pleasing. This isn't to shame people pleasing, because we all deal with it in some way, shape or form. And it wasn't created in a void. Okay? You might have been groomed into it, or in some parts of the world beaten out of your self-preservation instincts, for real. Boundaries are necessary in workplace relationships, interactions with the world at large, familiar relationships and how we interact with family, romantic relationships, friendships, etc. Boundaries are as important as the air we breathe for our mental health, and we need to exercise and apply it way more and get comfortable with it, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. And with that being said, my loves, as always, I am your host, the Empress H, baby. And this is just my opinion. If it applies, good for you. I'm happy we were able to connect on this. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. It's not that deep, okay? Don't forget to like the video, y'all. Liking is free. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content and you want more of this. Turn on your post notification bell when you do subscribe so you know when we upload our next video. Comment your thoughts on this if you have any. Do you agree? Do you partially agree? Do you totally disagree? Either way, keep it respectful in the chats, okay? I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.